going on, everyone? Welcome to the Progressive Action TV show. I am your host, Tremel Thompson. This is a super important show, and I would like to thank you guys for tuning in right now. You guys see the name of the show, Moment of Truth. It's the local 100 elections. The ballots went out on Monday. They are due back, I think, by December 6th. We're going to discuss all of that, all of those details. If you didn't get a ballot, we're going to talk that. We're going to talk this. We're going to do that, this, that, whatever we need to do, right? If you want to call in live, if you want to voice your opinion, you have something to say about the elections, whatever the case may be, you see the live number at the bottom of the screen, 563-999-3714. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into all of the stuff tonight and on later shows. I'm going to start doing more live broadcasts, talking about these issues and things of that nature. Now, before I get into all of this stuff, I want to share out the live. I want to make sure that you guys share out the live, right? Let me see something real quick. Make sure you share out the live. Let's share it out. Let's put it in all these groups that you're in, because you want to know what? This election is very important. Very important. This election will determine a lot of things, a whole bunch of things. And if you don't get involved, it's like you just don't care what goes on here. If you don't participate in this election, it's like you really do not care what is going on here. So let's make sure that we share out this live. I'm going to go through a few things with you guys. I'm going to show you guys some candidates that I will be endorsing. And that don't necessarily mean that they mess with progressive action. We definitely 100% will not be endorsing no candidates on members, aka Management First, Stand United, whatever you want to call them. We will not be endorsing nobody over there. We don't support that. I just want to put this into a few more groups before we continue. Can you guys hear me out there? Am I clear to you guys? Let me see. I just want to put it inside a few groups. I want you guys to actually call in and let me know how you feel about this election and things of that nature. Let me just make sure that the sound is working right. It sounds a little funny. Let me see something. Let me see something real quick. Do I sound better out there? Do I sound better out there? Let me see. Yeah, I think I sound a little bit more better now. Hold on one second. Sound better out there. Let me see. Yeah, sound a little better out there now. Like I said, the phone lines are open. I don't know why my audio is peaking. I don't know why it's peaking over there, but it's all good. We got it fixed now. Now let me hold on, let me blast this out right here. See, if I had you guys actually blasting this out for me, I won't have to be going through this. So let me just share it right here. And then we just go get on to the show right now. I just want to make sure that this get as much exposure as possible. Thanks, Chico, for saying I sound clear. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure that we shout this live. So first things first, there's there's these weird rumors going on out there saying that I am not allowed to run in this year's election, right? That's 100% false. I understand people like you terminated, Tramel, how you're going to run and things of that nature. As long as my case is in the Supreme Court, I was eligible to run. My case is in the Supreme Court. In fact, the MTA was not ready for the case. They was not ready for me. The union administration was not ready. And it's very weird that the union administration is basically, and I'm talking about Richard Davis because he controls this, right? He controls this. Richard Davis is trying to ensure that I remain fired from the MTA. The union has joined forces with the MTA on trying to sustain my termination. How about that? You guys are paying union dues to a union administration that's trying to ensure that Tramel Thompson stays fired. That's what I'm dealing with right now. And I've heard a current union officer by the name of Jean-Luc Rodriguez, JL Rodriguez, is going around telling people lies, saying that I can't run and things of that nature. That's 100% false. Tramel Thompson is on the ballot as an independent in RTO, right? I am on the ballot. I'm able to run, and me running mean that I will win. Right now, they are so afraid that they got to make up lies, pull deceit, and basically want to gerrymander this whole thing by saying that I can't run. Yes, Tramel Thompson can run. And not only that, here goes my flyer right here. This is my flyer, right? You see it, RTO operations, vote Tramel Thompson. It's clear as day. It is as clear as day. Tramel Thompson is running. Not only that, if I wasn't running, then why would they put me on a sample ballot, JL Rodriguez? Why are you going out there lying? And this is the problem with this administration. They are a bunch of liars. They are phony. They are not fighters. They kiss management's ass. And this is why we are in the predicament that we are in now, because of them. Make no mistake about it. Right? So just to get that out the way, yes, Tramel Thompson is running. Now, I want to show you guys some sample ballots, right? And who you should vote for. I posted this in the group, right? I posted this in the group so you guys can see it. I will repost it after the show. Now, just to be clear, once again, Tramel Thompson is only running in RTO, that is subways, for vice president, right? So you will only see my name on a ballot when it comes to anything subways. That's conductors, that's train operators, that's tower operators, right? And as you can see here, right here, these are the names that you should be checking off, right? I'm going to make it a little bit more bigger for you guys to see. You see, when it comes to RTO vice president, you should check off my name. You should check off Giassi Snug's name. You should check off Jason Norris' name, right? And just to be clear, Giassi is running for executive board. Jason is running for recording secretary. This is for train operators, right? And Ben Valdez is running for convention delegate. On the next ballot, what you see on the screen, right? Because every title is going to get their own ballot. Being that I'm running for vice president, you're going to see my name on every ballot, right? So this is for Conductor B. Now, Conductor B division, this is how you vote. Let me enlarge this screen and make this so make you guys see it. When it comes to Conductor B, you check off my name again. Wherever you see Tramel Thompson name, you check off. For executive board, you check off Chris Drummond. You check off Jermaine Rolock. You check off Ashley Sumter. For chair, you check off Chris Drummond. That's very important. Make sure you check off Chris Drummond for the chair. For recording secretary, you check off David Modest. It's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. It is as simple as that. That's how it works. Wherever you see those names, you check off. Wherever you see those names, you check off. Right? It's as simple as that. It's not a hard, something difficult to do. Let me make sure my sound is still good. Let me see 1 second. Wherever you see those names, you check off. No, oh, let me fix this right. Let me fix this right here. Let me just let me know how do I sound in the chat. Do I sound clear? Do I sound clear? 1 2 1 2 1 2. Do I sound clear? I just want to make sure the sound is right. Let me know in the comments, do I sound clear? Just want to make sure that I sound clear. Just make sure I sound clear. Let me know in the comments, do I sound clear? Let me check YouTube real quick. Let me check YouTube real quick. Because I don't want to start the show over. I do not want to. Why I'm not showing? Oh, here we go. Let me see. Let me check the YouTube comments. Check YouTube real quick. All right, it sounds clear. All right, clear. I'm clear. I got you. Even though it don't sound as good as I want it to sound, it sounds clear enough, right? So I see people asking, let me get into the chat over here. People are asking, what should MOW be voting for? Any progressive candidates? Well, if you win, how will it be for track? Clear hair, yes. How do you get a ballot? I was working with Malik in track, so you guys should check out what he's running on over there. I don't know what Malik is running on over there, but I advise you guys to check for whatever Malik got going on over there in track, and that's that. Let me see what else y'all saying. Listen, if you guys want to call in, you can call in live 563-999-3714. Call in live with that. Let me see. Let me see. How do you get a ballot? The ballots were mailed out on Monday. I have not gotten my ballot myself. I have not gotten my ballot back myself. So you should get a ballot back by, let me post that on the screen. You should get a ballot this week. If you do not get your ballot by Monday, right? If you do not get your ballot by, well, I would say Friday, end of business day. If you do not get your ballot by Friday, end of business day, then you must call AAA and let them know that you did not get a ballot, right? And a duplicate ballot will be sent out for you. So if you don't receive, they saying by Monday, November 25th, 2004, you should contact AAA at 1-800-529-5218. Once again, that's 1-800-529-5218, and let them know that you did not get a ballot, right? Everyone should want to vote in this election. Everybody should be wanting to vote in this election. This election is very, 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 very important, right? People talking about securing the bag, and things like that. You cannot secure the bag if you keep electing in incompetent reps, right? You won't be able to secure the bag if you're not voting in, if you keep voting in incompetent reps. There's no way to secure the bag. There's absolutely no way to secure the bag, right? Now, we must pay attention to what has been going on these past, I was about to say this administration, but when you look at how Stand United morphed into members first, and we got to get them all out of here. We got to start chipping away very seriously at what they got going on. They got too many yes men. They got too many people who's trying to avoid the job that they was hired to do, whether it's driving a bus, train operator, conductor, station agent, cleaning tracks, fixing trains, fixing buses. Their priority is their own self-interest. They try to mask it. They try to mask it and say, we're here for the members. We're here for this. We're here for that. That be total bullshit. That be 100% bullshit. They do not be here for the members. That's a fact. They are not here for the members. Right? So we have to make sure that we do our due diligence in making the right decision. Now, ironically, during this presidential election, right, I see a lot of people, Trump 2025 and Trump 2025, go do this, Trump 2025, go do Project 2025, go do this, that, all this other mess, right? What about Richard Davis's Project 2025? The one that's going to hit you harder, faster, and is in place right now, way before Trump alleged Project 2025. We don't have an alleged Project 2025 here in transit. We have an actual Project 2025 here in transit. And it was brought to us by Stand United, aka Members First, John Samuelson, Tony Utano, and now Richard Davis. Let's look at their Project 2025, right? They have this thing where they trying to eliminate overtime for workers, right? The union is in line with this. The union is 100% in line with eliminating overtime for workers. This is what they are trying to do, right? When you look at our health benefits are continuously diminishing, right? Denial of workers' compensation claims. Workers are getting hurt on the job and they are denying our claims off of legitimate claims. And guess what? The union is in line with this. Why? Because they not doing anything to fight back with it, right? Let's look at the next one. Raises that do not keep up with inflation. We keep falling behind contract after contract after contract. Why? Because the union are selling us out with these weak ass contracts. There's no other way to look at it, right? Our raises are not keeping up with the cost of living. Our raises are not keeping up with inflation, and the union is okay with it because they keep pushing these contracts down our throat via the e-board. The e-board is supposed to be the members' first line of defense, and the e-board is not doing a job. They are accepting these lousy contracts, and we will not accept it. Fraudulent MAC doctors. Fraudulent MAC doctors. The union is in line with these fake ass doctors at the MAC, putting people out of work, no work available, right? No work available. And then the members are being affected. This is what's happening in real time with this stuff. I just don't get, I just do not get why the union is in line. Oh, I forgot. They working with management. They representing management more than the members, right? What else we have? Excessive discipline. There's this myth, there's this lie going around saying that discipline is There's not a lot of discipline. I advise you to go down to 2 Broadway and go look into the rubber room and look into the arbitration suite to see how many people are down there for discipline every single day. That's bullshit, right? Let's look at something else. Fake rallies where members almost get killed. Did y'all see that rally that Richard Davis and crew threw? I don't know if it was a rally. I don't know if it was a party. I don't know what it was. But a member almost lost his life. And just because it's election time, they went out there to throw a fake rally, had a DJ there playing Dutty Wine, all types of crazy music. But we supposed to believe that they fighting for us, right? What else we have there on the screen? Selling out retirees via Medicare Advantage. Now, I've said this years ago, and you want to know what? The retirees totally ignored me. I said, look, they running out of stuff to sell us out for. They're about to start coming for y'all retirees. And now Richard Davis and his Project 2025 has came for the retirees. Shout out to Marianne Pizzatola, who put this issue on the map, who made it clear that the union sold out the retirees, and they wild disrespectful towards Marianne. And I think that is racist to hear Richard Davis, to hear Donald Yates call her the pizza lady and things of that nature. I find that to be very disrespectful and very racist, right? What else we have going on? Poor dental. That speaks for itself. Y'all can't even go out there and find a good dentist, right? Y'all can't even go out there and find a good dentist, but the union will come out there and say, hey, we got $2 million, this and that. But what they don't tell you is an extra $4, an extra $4 towards your dental. It's a joke. It's a game, right? Gain sharing for employee availability. Why the union would get in bed with the MTA for employee availability, it makes sense when you look at all the other aspects of what they have going on, right? So you look at let me see what's on that list. What's going on at the MAC, right? You look at the denial of workers' compensation benefits, right? You're looking at what's going on at the MAC. You're looking at all this stuff, how they either force us back to work or don't allow us to come to work, right? So the reason why the union is not fighting workers' compensation is because the MTA is denying our claims, right? They denying our claims, which is forcing members for economic reasons to come back to work before they fully healed, right? That's what we get from the gain sharing for employee availability. The union is in bed with the MTA, so they're turning their back for issues like workers' compensation, right? This is why they're doing it. A management controlled union. We seen what Richard Davey said, right? The former president of New York City Transit, where he told the world, he told New York City, he told the MTA that Richard Davis will never stand up for his members again without basically their permission, right? This is what they are doing. This is a management controlled union. If you want to know why our union is not fighting back, look no further than the MTA. No true light duty work for pregnant women. It boggles my mind why the women on this job who are pregnant have to apply for a light duty position. Once a woman is pregnant and she's identified as pregnant, she should not have to interview for a position for light duty work, like dedicated announcer or whatever the case is. They should be automatically granted that job, because what if they don't do good on the interview? Does that mean they're not worthy of a light duty position because they are pregnant? It's crazy. Unsafe work conditions speak for itself. Someone just got killed at Stillwell Terminal, and nobody alerted the train crews what was happening. it was business as usual. The unsafe work conditions includes assaults. It includes uh, trip hazards, um, uh, working conditions, the physical environment that we work in, the air quality. It involves all of that, and we must fight for much more safer work conditions. This is another one that is easy to point out. Afraid to hold politicians accountable. When was the last time you've seen Local 100 hold any of their political friends accountable when it comes to assaults? Why aren't they political friends passing bills that will really protect transit workers and not these smokescreen and mirror bills that does nothing to deter crime against transit workers? Why don't we have an air quality bill because of um, the hazardous work conditions that we work in? Why don't we have 20 or 25 and out? It's because our union and the union leadership is afraid to hold management accountable. Use members' coat money, next thing on the list. Use members' coat money for photo ops. It seems as if the union administration, Richard Davis and crew, is more concerned with taking pictures with the governor and other politicians instead of fighting for members' issues. Right? We see that all over their social media. They got more pictures with politicians than issues that they are fighting for. And you guys need to really, really pay attention to that, right? Cheating in union elections. Yes, they are doing that too. They are cheating in union elections, and they making up their own rules as they go along. The rules are not applied to everyone equally. That's how Nuke got eliminated. And it's all BS. Let me get to the first caller to see what's going on over here. Caller 1799, you now live on Progressive Action TV. What's your name? We calling from?
Michael, thank you, Tramel, for letting me and Shameen run on the Progressive Action Stations group. And, we're very, happy that we're running, in the union election. It's been quite a challenge, and I hope, everyone's getting their ballots on time, and I really appreciate you, bringing this up. It's been quite a journey, and I really appreciate it, Tramel. I just wanted to say thank you.
You know what? I didn't know that you was gonna call in, but I'm glad that you called in. Hold on, listen. I'm glad that you called in because
yes, and it's been. I just wanted to say it's been very difficult running, for the stations department, because a lot of the people members first are very upset that I was asked to run with Progressive Action. They were very upset about it. I had been called by one of the people who was running for CTA vice chair, and he called me like a few weeks ago at midnight. He was very upset when he saw the flyer go online. So, they've been very aggressive, with anyone who challenges them. It's very disturbing. I don't understand why they do that, but, this is my first time doing it, and, hopefully, the members go out and vote for us, and I really appreciate everything, all the, influence that you've given on everyone that works in transit. You've been such a big impact on everyone that works over there, and I just wanted to say thank you very much. But I don't want to tie up the line.
Hold on, Mike.
Because it's too long for me to get into everything.
Michael, hold on. You're going too fast. You're speeding right now.
Yes.
I need you to slow down for a second. You're speeding right now. Hold on.
Okay.
Right now, I got your flyer on the screen. Right? I got your flyer on the screen. Right? And I'm telling everybody today to vote for the Progressive Action Station Division slate. Right? And I'm like I said, I'm glad that you called in, because now you can tell the people what you plan on doing different as an officer in this election for the stations department.
One thing that I would plan to do differently, especially in the CTA department, is that if we get pulled, I would try to do something where, the agency would have to pay us more money an hour to get pulled. That would be the first priority, because it's ridiculous that they're so short staffed right now, and they're not hiring anyone right now, and the workload is completely overloaded, and we're forced under strict compliance. And I know that from being a former member of 32 BJ SEIU, that from coming out of the commercial janitorial, jobs, that, they had some agreement set up with the Realty Advisory Board that if the janitors had to go cover other people's jobs, they would be paid more. And that's something which I definitely think should be, addressed, because we are short staffed. And another thing would be, our dispatch with OSAC, which is terrible. They have a very outdated timekeeping system in transit, especially for stations. We still run on ATS, and we should really run on UTS. It's a very big inconvenience. So those would be, two things which I would try to go remedy, of course. The timekeeping system that the stations department has set up, which is very lousy, and also the CTA is getting pulled.
All right. Can you shout out your other slate mates to let the people know who they should vote for in the stations department?
Progressive Action Slate, Shamim Ahmed, Michael Newman, and Zadik. It's the three of us. We've stayed on there. We've stayed on there through many challenges, and we really hope that the members will go out and do the right thing. It's been quite a difficult challenge, and I don't want to get into all the horrible things that members first have put me through during this time. It's been really difficult personally for me. They've made my life a complete living nightmare ever since I was asked to go run with Progressive Action. It's been really not a very pleasant experience what Members First has done to myself, but that's okay. It's to be expected. It's all political stuff with them.
All right, thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate you.
All right, stay safe, Jamel. God bless. Bye-bye.
Right. So we just had Michael call in, and I just had his flyer on the screen. Those are the people that you should vote for in the stations department, and I want to talk about that, right? This election, you guys should be picking individuals. Do not pick names. Do not pick slates. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why you should not pick slates, right? You should not pick slates because there's more incompetent, bad folks, not smart, illogical people in the slate than not, right? That's just how it works, right? These slates cover for a lot of bad actors. These people cannot stand on their own. This should be the election where you do not, and let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me get this going. Okay. In this election, you guys should not, and I'm going to make this clear, you guys should not click any one of these boxes. Do not put an X in any one of these boxes at all, right? Because there may be some good people on these slates, right? There may be some, but there's more bad folks than good folks. This is a fact. There's more bad officers or people running for office than good people running for office. So what you should do is you should check off the same way how they got the independents. You should check off individual names, right? You should check off individual names. Pick the people who have helped you. Pick the people who you like, who communicate with you, who answers your phone call, who has helped you, who you think have the potential to help you. That's who you elect in, right? That's who you elect in. You guys see how my name is checked off separately. Chris Drummond name is checked off separately. Jermaine Rolock, Ashley Sumter, Chris again, David Modest. Wherever you see these names, that's where you should hit your check. Do not check off these boxes because you're going to end up covering for a whole bunch of bad folks. You know what I'm saying? You're going to end up covering for a whole bunch of bad folks. Let me get to the next caller. Caller 8809. Caller 8809. You now live on Progressive Action TV. What's your name? Where you calling from? Caller 8809. Hello, hello, hello. All right, they don't got nothing going on there. If you call in, be prepared to speak. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Right? So, like I said, do not pick slates. In the stations department, you could pick a slate because that's where they at. Stations, you see in stations, you see Progressive Action, you check it. You check it. They got the right idea. I love the way that they think. They're fighters, and they always been solid from day one, right? Do not pick slates. Another person who I support in TA Surface is Charles Terry. Charles Terry, I love the conversations that I have with him. We got the same mind frame, the same thought process. We have all of that, right? We have all of that, and we have some real conversations there and on the phone and how to make buses better, how to make transit better in general. So I support Charles Terry. That's my guy, man. That's him. So TA Surface, make sure when y'all see his name on the ballot, y'all make sure y'all check it off. Let me get back to this caller. Caller 8809. 8809. You now live on Progressive Action TV. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello?
Yes. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yes, yeah, Mr. Thomas, this is Shamim Ahmed.
Shamin, how you doing, sir? My brother.
Yes,
Brother.
how are you? Good, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Thanks for calling in.
Yes,
Hold on before you get
glad to be with you today.
I'm gonna put your flyer back up.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna put your flyer back up. Shamim is the guy on the left. That's my guy. Shamim is the guy on the left. He's running in this election in the stations department. So Shamim, why are you running this election?
Well, I'm running because I thought that I've been in this area for a while. I was a convention delegate for 2021, and also I've been a recruitment secretary for the last little bit. It's almost 3 years. And what I've experienced is that a lot of things need to be fixed. So our members are having different kind of challenges every single day. While they come to work and we have the condition is like people is emotionally disturbed, coming to the station and it's a hostile environment. Police are not basically doing anything prioritization. Also, like our CTA sisters and brothers out there, they can perform their job faithfully, because they are interrupted by these people. So, I'm thinking that, that I should be doing something, like to help our brothers in the future. That what is right, like open communication, safety, and over time for our co-workers, especially for our CTA colleagues, because in this present time, it's like cost of living is very high in our city, and it's like everything from utility to cables to the basic way of life, We bring food on the table, we send our children to the school, and that's all. So it's like very difficulty. Sometimes, we get unwanted and undeserved, like we don't deserve this write-ups. Like for emotionally disturbed people come and engage with us while we are doing our job. So those are the things, I'm going to be like part of this administration of like, uh, I call them normally power people. Whatever they want, they do it. There is no challenger. So we have to be somebody with people like myself, like we can be like like protective, like a whistleblower.
Mhm.
Not only like, hi, we cannot do this. We have to do that. And those are the things. And that's why I think that I should be the part of it. I'm with this job, I've been a union member about 25 plus years. And I know how to take care of my being a help our brothers. So I love to help my co-worker brothers and sisters, and I've been doing that. I've been advocating for them. I've been involved with the community as well, and I understand that my background is that we strive and struggle to survive in this challenging world, and that's why I'm running this. And when you do the right thing, when you point somebody that, hey, this is wrong, then you are bad. Even though some people, they look at it in a different way. And I think that's not right. So that's why this is my democratic right that I am in this ballot. I'm asking all our members if they find me that I'm the right person, they will vote for me. And that's it. And thank you, brother. You've been a great brother. And you are actually my brother. You are really fighting for what is right for us in this challenging world, and I appreciate it. And I'm very much appreciating you that you are letting me understand my goal, and that's what I'm here for. And same thing about my partners. I have brother Nolan. He's only a few, like not even 2 years. He and having a job, and I've been seeing his brother like every single minute meetings, division meetings. He joins, and we raise questions, different kind of issues. Sometimes his questions are not being answered. And the other brother, Mr. Jahid Siddiq, he also joined every meeting, every concern, our job safety, and the various kind of issues. But we have found that I do the meetings as a deputy secretary, and I record our members' concerns. And in some of their concerns, questions are not answered and not addressed. So I thought if I am on this union, then at least I can do something. I can raise the voice, and that's all I can say.
Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, thank you, brother. Have a good night.
The phone sounded bad. Did the phone sound bad? The phone call sounded bad, sounded distorted. Somebody said he calling in. He said his voice is 100% distorted. I hope was the first caller distorted? I don't know. It sounded clear on my phone. It sounded clear on my phone. But let me see what else I got going on here. Yeah, nah, definitely do not vote slates. It's too many bad people on slates for y'all to vote slates. My suggestion is to look for the people. Look at your ballot. Look at the individual people on that ballot. Look for it. Check. No, nope. This person didn't do this. Nope. I don't even know who this person is. Nope. Yes. Like that's how it should be. Most of the people that's running in this election, y'all don't even know who they are. Y'all do not even know who they are. Most of the people that's running this election, right? But they want your vote, or they coming out right now because it's election season, right? I see that there's some people on the phone line, but I do not. If you're listening if you're on the phone line right now, you're trying to get into the show, I do not accept calls that do not come from a phone number. Do not accept calls that do not call from a phone number. This is not one of those type of shows. You got to show your number. You have to show your number. This is not one of those type of calls. Matter of fact, yeah. Call back and show your phone number, and we can have a discussion, right? But look, the thing is that, let me put this back on the screen. Don't worry about what Project 2025 is. Richard Davis has his own Project 2025 that is in the process of being implemented. If it's not implemented already, right? You must vote them out. They got to go. They have to go. They can't even legitimately tell me why, or tell us why we should vote for them. They can't tell us that. They can't tell us that. They have their own issues, and they have big issues. They have big issues. That this administration that's currently in there now, members first, whatever they want to call themselves, they are not for us members. They're not for us members. It's no other way to put it. They not for us members. Everything that's going bad on this job is because of Stand United, aka members first. That's why everything is going bad on this job. Make no mistake about it. When do they ever really fight for you? When do they ever really go to bat for you? When do they ever really push back against management? When do they push back against politicians? When do they push back against the DAs? The only people they have energy to push back against are the members themselves. We are the only people that they have energy for. Do you guys find that to be strange? Don't you guys find that to be strange? That the only people that they want to fight, they create fake book. Think about this. They got fake Facebook pages. They got fake Facebook accounts. And those accounts are never to troll the MTA or attack the MTA. Those accounts are solely for attacking their political rivals. You ever thought about that? Right now, the union administration is fighting me in court because they have joined the MTA to try to keep me terminated. Can y'all find a court case right now where the union is suing the MTA for anything? No, because they only have energy for their political rivals. Never in the history of Local 100 or any union to speak of, period, have I seen a union attack their members like Local 100 attacked theirs. Never. I've never seen this ever in life. But they want your vote. They want your vote. These people do not care about the membership. This is a fact. This is a fact. They do not care about the membership. The only thing they care about is lining their pockets, corruption, having this fake power, because a lot of them is lames. Outside of being a union rep, they got no motion. And they use this motion to impress upon women. Oh, my union rep. Oh, they put on a jacket. They want to feel good. It's not anything that's beneficial to the members. They all do this shit for their own personal greed, for their own personal reasons. They do not care about the members of Local 100. Right? They don't care about the members of Local 100. Yeah, and then I'm telling you, it's real weird. They would go and say, well, I am fighting for the members. What that mean? Y'all a team. Y'all union administration. I don't want to hear what individuals are doing. I want to hear what y'all doing as a collective. And not only that, how y'all holding each other accountable. Don't y'all notice when a rep does get in and a rep was critical of the administration, that once they get in, all of that cease? No more criticism, no more speaking out, no more nothing. Don't y'all notice that recurring thing? What happens once you get elected that you feel that you must go silent against all the corrupt stuff that's happening? You trying to tell me that not one elected union officer is concerned about Medicare Advantage, to say that Richard Davis screwed up? Not one of them care to say that. Not one of them care to say that the union administration is doing a poor job at fighting back against workers' comp, fighting back against the MAC doctors, fighting back against discipline. You mean to tell me not one union officer has that thought to say it to the members? Because they like to create these fake fight atmospheres. Oh, yeah, behind closed doors, I say this. Behind closed doors, I say that. That's bullshit. This is a union. There's no closed doors. You say what you got to say and you let the members know what they got to say. They ain't got to come to a damn union meeting to hear a message. Put it on social media. They won't do that because they don't want to upset the power structure, aka Richard Davis, aka those top officers, and be in the doghouse or be sent back to their tools and be one of us. Because just like that Kendrick Lamar song, they not like us. They don't even relate to us. They do everything in their power to stay far away from us. I bet y'all at this current moment, during these next 3-4 weeks, however long the ballots is going to be out there, you're going to see union reps like you've never seen before. That's a fact. You're going to see union reps like you've never seen before. Let me get to this caller right here. Caller 7447. 7447. Welcome to Progressive Action TV. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, good afternoon. My name is Kenny.
How you doing, Kenny?
Kenny Singh, and I just want to say I want to thank you, Tramel, for everything you're doing. Good. So just a little bit about me. I've been 2.5 years in RTO. So I just want to say thank you so much. I see. It's like I hate to use this comparison because I know you've been in the political field. It's like you against the deep state of the TWU, So it's like, it's crazy. I mean, I'm so happy you're exposing a lot of this. It's like you're trying to bring it back to what the founders of the union tried to do. I mean, I came from a former job that was also unionized. So I have an understanding of, collective bargaining and stuff, but definitely you're showing the exposure that both management and the union is in bed.
I appreciate that. Now, let me ask you a question. You said thank you. You said that you have 2.5 years on the job. What bothers you most about the job that the union is not doing?
I mean, a lot of people that are new coming out, they're just afraid if something happens on the road, and it's a lot, like maybe a 12-9. Obviously something happens, they freak out, but also you don't have any reinsurance or something like during operation-wise, things like that is what I feel. People feel like, they get penalized and there's no protection, like, there's a safety involved, like, reassurance that you're okay, everything's okay. Obviously something happens, it's drastic, there's going to be measures and, protocols that go through, but at the moment you don't know. You have G2s, you have TSS, you have line attendants, everybody in RCC, everybody want to know what's going on, and you're out there freaking out, like, things like that. And also, I mean, that's basically, things, like I said, I've been 2.5 years in, seen a lot of different things. obviously many more people are coming out in this job. Maybe there's a big wave of retirement from what I heard, but I mean, that's another thing too. You take this job, you don't know if the pension's any better. You don't know if the health care, the dental thing, I think that was something weird. It was HMO, nobody took it. All of a sudden they got this new program out and they're like telling them to throw up the old cards out and stuff like that. I don't know. So, but basically I seen what you, at the time I started seeing you and I heard about, I was at Bedford. People said your name a few months ago, but they said allegedly you was fired or something like that. It doesn't matter. And I was like, wait, how can this guy, stuff like that? I thought I could end up finding you out. And then, you did a lot of protests. You went in front of the president's house, called them out. And then, like you just now said, they're doing dancehall music at a protest for the guy, for the guy, the TO over there, Myron, I think his name is. What's up with that?
Well, I'm happy that you paying attention. Yeah, I hear you. I'm happy that you're paying attention because a lot of people with the amount of time that you have on the job is just trying to still learn the job. But I'm happy that you're paying attention. I'm happy that you see that there's a difference between how I operate and how my team, Progressive Action, operate, and how the union administration operate. And once we get in, we will be seeking members like you who are interested, who come from prior union backgrounds, to get directly involved with what we got going on, because we are just as strong as our weakest link. We want to educate everyone. We want to get everyone involved. We want to show them how a real union is supposed to function. And I thank you for calling in.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I appreciate you. I've been spreading the word out. I know you have your team, Mr. Drummond. I think Mr. Nivea, unfortunately, didn't make it or something. There was some technical glitch that they want to pull off. I don't know, or some technicality. I'm just hoping it comes through. But I guess the ballots are coming out soon. I told everybody, if you see Mr. Tremel Thompson's name, just give him a mark. You see Drummond, please. They seen the posters around the stations. Most of the time, I guess they put me in the South. So. Yeah, I'm just hoping for the best. I know it's not gonna be easy, especially you got multiple different divisions, and the problem is everybody's looking out for their own. You got the stations, you have RCI, you have RTO, you have this, you have that, and car equipment, whatever. But I don't, there's no some you got to, and buses too. You got to give one to give somebody else. That's not right. So I think there should be some sort of uniformity. And like I said, you're the only one that's very outspoken. You're a real true leader, and I know I'm sad that whatever happened prior to me going there, but I just hope and pray you make it in your team, wherever team you have, because it's like going against a deep state, unfortunately, with some of these unions.
That's a great comparison. Thanks for calling in, brother.
Thank you. God bless.
When members call in and they don't have a lot of time and they know my history, because the truth is I haven't been around a lot the past 4 years because of various situations. It speaks a lot of the impact that we truly have at Progressive Action in making this job better, respectable, and honorable again. I don't think that this job is not respectable. We're not on it. There's a lot of different things, a lot of things that need to change here, and it could change here very fast if we put the right people in office. Right? It could change very fast if we put the right people in office. And the last caller, he made a great comparison. It is like I'm going against the deep state of the union. You have corruption, you have nepotism, you have sexism, you have assaults, you have abuse, you have corruption, you have under the table deals, you have I don't know if I said selling out already, but it is like I'm going against the deep state of the union, and they must be exposed, right? The deep state must be exposed, and they must be taken out. There's no other way around it. If we want change in this union, we must vote them out. I'm telling you, there's no other way around it. There's no other way to see this. It's not. You know, and the choice is up to you guys. We can't continue to not get involved, right? If you don't get a paycheck, you're going to be at 130 Livingston. You're going to be calling the BSC. You're going to be calling the union. You're going to be making all these phone calls if you don't get your paycheck on time. You must treat your not getting your ballot the same way you would treat not getting a paycheck, because your ballot says who will be negotiating your contracts for you when it's time for discipline. Who's going to be representing you in the disciplinary process when it comes to uh, uh, clearing up the workers' comp situation, when it comes to fighting against the fake Mac doctors, when it comes to rallies, when it comes to approaching politicians, approaching DAs, making sure that we get the right bills. All of those decisions are in your ballot, because you get to choose the people who you want to represent you. And like I said, I don't suggest checking off a slate this election, right? This election, I do not suggest checking off a slate. Why? Because there's more bad actors in slates than good actors, right? You can't even name, in a union of 40 something thousand people, you can't even name 10 fighters who you feel comfortable going against the MTA on your behalf. But Richard Davis' slate has over 120 people. Anything, I'm going to say this right now. Anything with members first on it, you should not support. Members first should be a no-go, a non-starter off the rip. Off the rip. Members first should be a non-starter. If you see an officer that you like that's on your ballot, yeah, you should check them off. But as far as voting for the slate or voting for any slate that's voting for president, I advise a big hell no. Absolutely not. You do not do that. That's not how that should work. You know what I'm saying? That's not how that should work. And especially for members first, right? Especially for them. And I want to show you guys, this is their project 2025. And this is not even a complete list. Everything that's going wrong with our union is because of members first. Why? Because they put management first in everything that they do. They put management first in everything that they do. It is not about us, the members. It's not about us. And you guys have the ability to change that. There's 40,000 plus members, like 44,000 members, right? There's no reason why we only getting back 12,000 ballots for an election. That means 30 something thousand members do not care. And because members are not caring, what's happening is that the union feel comfortable selling us out. They feel very comfortable selling us out. So what do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do? We must, I'm going to say this, I'm going to keep emphasizing this. We must be very diligent in our voting. Do not vote slates. This election, do not vote slates. Vote individuals, right? If you feel like a person sold you out, or they flip-flop, or they chose a side that you don't like, then you don't vote for them, and you definitely don't vote for that slate. If you never heard of an officer, why would you vote for somebody you never heard of? Why would you give someone you never heard of the power to destroy your life just because you checking off a whole slate? Why would you do that? We must be more responsible with our vote. We must be more responsible with our vote. Let me get to the next caller. Caller 1615. 1615. You now live on Progressive Action TV. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's the one and only Jason Norris. He bought number.
My brother Jason. What's the word,
What's
bro?
going on, my brother?
You tell me. What's going on?
You know what it is?
What we doing?
It's picking season, right? And we cherry picking this season.
That's a
We
fact.
want the sweetest cherries you can get. We want the ones that's going to work for you. We want the ones that look at this job as being selfless. We want the people who are going to actually do what they got to do for you because it makes them feel better. It makes them feel good that they're working for the people. We don't need nobody who's going up there who wants to just be in because they want to sit down because they got release time. Enough of that. We've had too many years of that. Stand united was for that. You know, as long as you stand with me, we'll be united together in this hall and we'll be protected. It hasn't worked out for us. 15 plus years. People need to stand up now. It's time. It is time.
That sounded beautiful, bro. That sounded beautiful, and we need this change for real.
Listen, absolutely. We can't afford it no more. We lost out this contract, and then we're never going to get this time back. Never. So it's either we're going to get down and get our knuckles dirty, or we're just going to keep losing.
And we ain't trying to lose.
We can't afford it no more. At all. We can't afford it. We can't afford it. By the time it's time for us to retire from here, we'll need to work another job just to support ourselves.
That's a fact.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Let me ask
You're going to be retired from one job to go to another one and work again.
No. That's not going to happen because the transit authority is not going to approve it.
No, but you'll retire from this one and you'll be in your 60s looking for another job. What's up? You think you got a question?
You said what?
You got a question? What's up?
Do I got a question? Oh, yeah, I got a question. Right now you're currently an officer on a local 100 e-board. How do you feel about the current e-board right now?
I think it's horrible. I think everybody's bought and paid for, and I sit in every meeting, and I seem to be the only disruption. Me and the RTO slate, or the RTO delegate, the four of us, are basically the only disruption. We're the only people who question the contract or any movement that goes forward. That's because everybody who's one of the cronies gets taken aside in an office before the meeting or before the meeting is set up, because they have these executive members or the executive council meeting before the e-board meeting. So we go in there, we're the only people who are blind, and we're the ones seeing it for the first time when we're in these meetings. But everybody else has already seen it.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
This is crazy.
That's a fact.
This is crazy. That's collusion, coercion. Everything evil is if you predetermine what's going to go on. And the way these e-board meetings went prior to the 6 years that Progressive Action has been in office is that it was just a streamline thing. They come and sit down for an hour and leave because they already knew what they were going to do.
Yep. And it sounds like you're on the.
It's your complacency.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on a break. I'm one of the only elected members that work at their tools.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm one of the only ones.
We need
me, Giassi, David, and Mike Taylor.
We need to do a live with all the RTO people so they can see our face. We need to make that happen probably like this week sometime.
Absolutely.
We need to put that. Maybe we'll put that together for you guys this weekend.
Something. But the people need to really, most of the people know who we are individually, but they really need to see us together like we used to when we was doing rallies and everything like that. The work is elevated, but it's become more. It's become more, and we need the people to activate and get out here and help because it's for their future.
It's a fact. Yeah. Yep, that's a fact.
All right, brother. Let me get going. I gotta get on this train.
All right, sound good, man. Good to hear from you.
All right, take it easy. Y'all be blessed tonight.
I think I know why my sound was acting up. Let me see something. I think I know why my sound was acting up. Let me just test. Let me just see something real quick. Let me see something real. Let me see what happened here. Yeah, there we go. I think I sound a little better now. I think I sound a little bit better now. What's going on? Hold on. Hold on one second. Yeah. Hold on. I'm just trying to monitor the sound. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, okay. I think I do. I had to toggle something off. So I think everything should be good now. But look, your future is in your hands, and it will be coming through the mail ballot. It will be coming through the mail ballot. Some of y'all got it today. Some people will get it tomorrow. Some people will get it Friday. If you don't get it by Friday, AAA is saying by Monday. If you do not get it by Friday, I think that you should call for a duplicate ballot. The information is right here. It's on the union website. You can look at it. You can screenshot this, and you could follow the directives on this list. But just make sure that you get a ballot. Don't wait for the last minute to go for a ballot, right? And to everyone out there, in particular RTO, let everyone know that I am running. Tremel Thompson is running, right? Let them know that to vote for Tremel Thompson and the other names that I mentioned early in this broadcast, and we're going to do a live with all of them on there. And I want you guys to see people's faces and all that other stuff. We're gonna make it happen, right? We're gonna make it happen, but make sure that you vote this election, and voting me in while I'm terminated. That's gonna speak volumes to the MTA. The MTA is gonna be so scared they not gonna know what to do with themselves, right? They know that the fight is gonna come 1,000,000,000%. Because I have nothing to lose for the members. I'm 10 toes down all the time, but now I have nothing. I have no tools to go back to. I have to fight for the members. I have to fight for you guys. Nobody else is in this unique position but me. I'm going to create the change. We're going to create the change. The members is going to create the change that we so desperately need. We so desperately need this change that's waiting for us. So when you get your ballot, in particular RTO, yes, vote Tremel Thompson. Tell your classmates, vote Tremel Thompson. A lot of you guys have WhatsApp chats, y'all have Facebook chats, y'all have all these different chats. Make sure to vote Tremel Thompson. I see you guys out in the field. I ran into some flaggers the other day, and they was like, yo, we don't even mess with homie. We don't even mess with him. He be coming around smiling and thinking we don't mess with him. I want y'all to keep that same energy. Make sure that y'all vote. Make sure that you get a ballot. Make sure that you vote, and make sure that your voice